It is located in an inter-Andean valley at around 1500 meters above sea level. Ever since I remember, people have called Medellín the city of the eternal spring, due to the mild average temperature of about 22 degrees Celsius all year round. In 1963, there were about 700,000 people inhabiting the valley, and it was Colombia's second largest city. Today is the third. In this part of the northern Andes, the climate has a bi-modal regime with 2 rainy seasons and 2 dry seasons alternating, and we are regularly affected by the ENSO phenomena, or El Niño Southern Oscillation phenomena on the Pacific Ocean. 50 years later, things have changed, and very dramatically. The population of the same valley, about 15 to 30 kilometers wide and 70 kilometers long, is now 4 million people. It has been almost totally deforested, and there are close to 1.5 million cars and motorcycles circulating. The temperature sometimes rises to above 35 degrees Celsius, and pollution is so strong that your eyes burn during peak traffic hours. Curious about how much the average local temperature had increased during my lifetime, I began looking for reliable data from a diverse array of government offices with absolutely no luck. So I decided to take matters under my own hands, using the current accessibility to data that the internet allows. About a year ago, I found that the local airport have collected data since 1941, and more consistently since 1958. Such data is published by a website in Spain called www.tutiempo.net, www.tutiempo.net. They make available climate data for the station Olaya Herrera at the airport, identified as station 801100 SKMD. After downloading more than 22,000 data points, I used software to plot and graph the change. Finally, I found out how much warmer our now big town was. The reason for all that was to show the result as part of a series of conferences I have put together to educate my students and people from all walks of life on the subject of global change. The data indicates that at that particular weather station, the average temperature have increased by about 1.5 degrees Celsius. The visibility has decreased by about 4 kilometers in average. It rains less. The fog has dissipated permanently from the city. There are fewer thunderstorms, and the overall humidity has dropped. It's only been 50 years, but those seem like huge changes. The average increase on temperature due to global warming in a region or country is about half of what I found, so probably the rest is consequence of the accelerated urban growth and the deforestation resulting from that. By chance, I later found that results from a study made by Dr. Richard Mueller, professor of physics at the University of California at Berkeley, matched perfectly to my own Hubble finds. After all, it was data taken from the same station. It had to be very similar.